And we are underway here from the Levy Center. First of a 4-game road trip for the Gales at 4-0 in the West Coast Conference. And KJ Fagan, preseason All-Leaguer, will take it right to left into the front court. Spins right on forward, backs up, gives to the freshman Vrankich, dribbles left to the wing, guarded by Krebs. Back up top between the circles. Here's Fagan, left-hand drive into the paint. Jump pass out to the top of the circle. Hauser, extra pass. The grad senior Caruso penetrates, kicks out to Hauser. His three is off the mark, and the rebound tracked down by Hermanson. And the Gales will take it left to right into the front court. Emmett Nahr with Jordan Ford, Calvin Hermanson, Tanner Krebs, and Jock Landale, the starting five for St. Mary's. Nahr takes it far sideline, gets a double off the ball screen. Top side to Krebs, now Ford, right wing. Back between the circles to Tanner Krebs, back to Ford, right wing, dribbles left, picks up his dribble, and they rotate it left side to Nahr. 7 to shoot. Nahr over to Krebs, left wing three. Too short. Rebound tipped up by Hermanson. Gathered by Landale. Throws it back out. Gales have a fresh shot clock. Emmett Nahr between the circles. Right-hand drive to the 10. Finger roll up and in. And Emmett Nahr gets the Gales on the board first. Good effort on the offensive boards that time by Calvin Hermanson, keeping it alive. And Landale swallowing up the rebound and wisely resetting the half-court offense out to Nahr. Here's a left-hand drive to the foul line by Fagan. Checked by Jordan Ford. Now he's got a reset off the pass from Hauser. Outside left. Backs up. Near wing, Caruso wants the post. They've got Endumaya back to the basket, left box, backing down on Landale. Right-hand hook, wild shot off the glass, missed the rim, and the rebound gathered by Jock. And Ford left to right up the near wing, between the circles to Nahr. Over to Krebs, to the left corner. Hermanson back up top to Krebs, rotated to Nahr. 2-0 St. Mary's. 1:45 into the game. Landale's got it outside the right box. He's doubled. He spins baseline. Lost the dribble. Here comes a double team again. They get a travel as Jock was trying to call the timeout, and a travel called. First turnover of the game. This season of St. Mary's basketball brought to you by Pepsi, Under Armour, Shamrock Office Solutions, and Muscle Milk, all proud partners of St. Mary's College Athletics. A couple of teams in the top 4 of the WCC squaring off on this Thursday evening. Broncos back into the front court, attacking the basket to my left. Top side, Caruso puts it on the deck with the left hand, stops left foul line extended, reverses it back out, outside right to Fagan, splits the defense with the dribble, head fake in the lane, back outside to Hauser, now to the right corner. And pulling a three is Caruso off the back iron, no good, and Krebs with the rebound. And St. Mary's will push ahead up the near wing. Nahr in transition, left corner to Hermanson, jumps on the catch, back outside to Krebs, gets back to the point guard Nahr. Nahr off the dribble, around a screen from Landale, doubled in the corner, and he lobs it up to the top of the circle. Ford has it. Ford top of the key, ball handling on Hauser, drives left, kicks out to Landale, head fake, still 8 to shoot, left baseline, Landale puts it on the deck. Offensive foul as Endumaya takes the charge. Second turnover on Landale. Santa Clara 0 of 3, but just behind 2-0 here. 17:21 to go. First half. Lower Bowl still filling in here at the Levy Center. Bleachers across from me. Now just about full. An Australian flag hangs behind the announcer's booth on the far sideline for ESPN. Left-hand drive by Fagan. Off the catch. Goes up with the left hand. Can't score over Ford. Gets his own rebound. Sticks it back up and in off glass. KJ Fagan on the board. We're tied at 2. They'll need to settle down here offensively. Santa Clara is throwing double teams and trapping in corners. Nahr ball handling between the circles. Looked off a defender, tried to get it down low. Stolen by Vrankich. He stepped into the passing lane on the pass to Landale. Top of the key left. Fagan backs up with the dribble. Checked by Krebs. Here's a right-hand drive. Fagan takes contact. He's fouled. And KJ Fagan will go to the free throw line. So second team foul on the Gales, and the first on Krebs, and KJ Fagan to the free throw line. Fagan, the graduate of the prestigious Long Beach Poly. Second team All-Leaguer last year. Second in the conference in scoring. Fagan averaging 17.8 points per game. 87% free throw shooter. He hit the first. His second is good. 4-2 Santa Clara. Fagan with all 4 for the Broncos. And Nahr takes it ahead. 3 St. Mary's turnovers already. Between the circles, Krebs. Angles a pass left to Hermanson. Now to the corner, Ford. Entry pass to Landale. Back to the basket. Landale looks for cutters just outside the left box. Backing down on Endumanya. Foul called. It's on the Bronco big man. And partisan crowd does not agree. So the Gales will have an inbound just left of the basket standard on the baseline. Nar will do the honors. 16:24 to go first half. 4-2 Santa Clara into the short corner. Ford brings the dribble up top. Gives it to Landale, slipping to the basket. Throws out of the post. Hermanson, right angle three. Is up and good. Calvin Hermanson puts the Gales back on top. And Calvin's on the board. 5-4 St. Mary's. First triple of the game. Fagan up the far wing. Fagan knifing into the lane, has it tipped and stolen by Hermanson. Gales in transition. Nar, cross court, into the corner, wide open three for Krebs. He knocks it down. Tanner Krebs, 2 straight threes for St. Mary's, and just like that, the Gales are up by 4. 8-4 Gales. Good ball movement, the extra pass that time from Hermanson. Hauser ball handling, top of the key right. Takes a left-hand dribble, left foul line extended, back outside to Fagan. Fagan right wing, back over to Hauser. On a chest pass. Hauser backs up with the dribble between the circles and back to Fagan. Fagan left off a screen from Endumaya. Backs up, top of the key. Head fake, throws it over to Vrankic. It's through the freshman's hands and out of bounds. And that turnover on Santa Clara will take us to a timeout here in the South Bay. St. Mary's 3 of 4 to start. They've turned it over 3 times, but are starting to knock down some shots. They lead Santa Clara 8-4, 15:29 to go here in Santa Clara on the St. Mary's IMG Sports Network. Alex Jensen back here in the South Bay at the Levy Center at Santa Clara University. St. Mary's 8, Santa Clara 4, 15:29 to go first half. As again, the crowd still filters in here. It is a legitimate lower bowl here in Santa Clara, and that is just about full. And the upper bleachers extend the length of the sidelines and 20% full at best. So, a little over half full at Levy Center here tonight. Be sure to get the latest news on the Gales by checking out smcgales.com. Get up-to-date scores, video highlights, and stories about St. Mary's all in one place. If you're looking for more, find the Gales on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for even more insights. In Moraga, a final. St. Mary's wins their 4th straight game, beating Santa Clara. Paul Thomas's Gales now 4-1 in West Coast Conference play, 59-46. Gales outscored the Broncos 24-11 in the third quarter, got 20 points from Megan McKay. Gales have the ball out of the break. Same 5 on the floor for both teams. Nar, 30 feet from the basket, right side of the key. Over to Krebs on the bounce pass. Krebs, left wing, inside to Landale, back to the basket. Surveys the floor, backs down on Endumania, goes up with the right hand, hook from the middle of the lane, and Landale gets his first points. 8 straight for St. Mary's. They lead 10-4. Here's Vrankic, travels. Vrankic off the catch from Fagan. Krebs closed out on him, and the freshman shuffled his feet. So 2 turnovers now on back-to-back possessions by Santa Clara, both involving the freshman, Josip Vrankic. And Nar walks it ahead left to right. 10-4 St. Mary's. Lobs to the high post, right foul line extended. Krebs hands back off to Nar. Nar turns the corner with the left-hand dribble. Turns around, finds Ford. Top of the key right. Ford jab step, steps back. Gales rotate around the perimeter to the left wing for Hermanson. He'll hand it off to Nar. Brings the dribble back to the middle of the floor. Reverse side, Hermanson, and another 3. Left angling this time is short. Rebound is out of bounds on the far sideline. It'll go back to Santa Clara. Good action that time by St. Mary's, going against the grain. The pass from Emmett Nar. Shaquille Walters will check in for the first time, the freshman out of London, England. Vrankic comes off. Walters, good wingspan, 6'6", 190. Good-looking body, but really has yet to put it all together for Santa Clara. Far sideline, Fagan. Up top to the freshman, Walters. Back to Fagan, right wing. Fagan, defender on his hip, takes a step-back jumper. Right elbow, it's up and in. 6 points for the Broncos, all coming from KJ Fagan. 10-6. Lob high post to Landale. Outside the three-point line. Turns around, being defended by Endumaya. Now he'll hand it off to Nar. Nar right-hand drive. Floater up off the back iron. No good. Endumaya grabs the rebound for Santa Clara. Leads Fagan up the near wing. Crosses over on his man. That's Ford. Fagan retreats to the top of the key. Off a screen. Spins left. Left-hand drive. Up in. No good off glass. And the rebound to Calvin. And here come the Gales. Hermanson to Nar up the far side. 10-6 St. Mary's. Nar off a screen. To the top of the key, into the corner, open 3 for Krebs, knocks it down. Tanner Krebs puts the Gales up by 7. He's got a pair of threes. 13-6 Gales. Hauser makes Nar fall over, pulls up, can't hit the three off the front iron, and the rebound tracked down by Ford. And Nar Gimpy getting up off that left side, it looked like. Here's right-hand drive by Ford. Scoop shot up and under Caruso. Oh, what a drive and a finish by Ford. 9-point Gale lead. And a timeout taken by Santa Clara. So first timeout taken by Herb Sendek. Impressive drive and finish by Jordan Ford. Up and under Caruso. We'll keep an eye on Nar for you as he fell over, crossed over by Hauser, and he's kind of looking at that left ankle area, it looks like, kind of shaking off the cobwebs there, taking inventory during this timeout. He's a tough guy, though. Remember, Emmett played most of last year injured. Either way, the Ford driving lay-in gives St. Mary's their biggest lead of the game. It's 15-6. Every Gale has seen the floor has scored. Ford comes off now. Cullen Neal will check in for St. Mary's for the first time. So Nar and Neal, the two guards. Krebs, Hermanson on the wings. Landale in the middle. Out there for Santa Clara. Fagan and Hauser, along with Caruso and Walters, the 3 and 4, and Endumaya, the big man for the Broncos. 13-10 to go first half. 15-6 St. Mary's. Gales are 6 of 9 from the floor. Have hit 3 threes. And Santa Clara 2 of 8 into Fagan. Fagan directing traffic between the circles. Checked by Hermanson. Takes it right. Hands off to Caruso at the wing. Reverse side to Fagan, far sideline, just below the hash mark. Up top to Endumaya. Now Walters, left wing. Jab step on Neal. Bent over at the waist. Backs up with a dribble. Eyes the floor. Neal closes out. Entry pass on the bounce to Endumaya. Kicks out of the post. 6 to shoot. Fagan left-hand drive. Whips a pass out to the far corner. He threw it over the head of his man. That's Matt Hauser on the far corner. The ball ends up in the lap of a fan in the first row. Turnover on Santa Clara. The Broncos' 4th of the game, and Emmett Nar jogs it ahead left to right. 12:40 to go first half. 15-6 St. Mary's. Nar left off a Landale screen. Still 30 feet from the basket. Top side to Krebs. Right wing Hermanson. Enters the post. Landale on the catch. Back to the basket. Just outside the right box. Fakes a pass. Now backing down. Lost the dribble. Into the hands of Hauser. Forced St. Mary's turnover. Hauser jogs it ahead. Right to left. Gale's back on defense. Drifts to the right wing. Up top to Walters. Walters comes middle. Fakes a handoff. Guarded by Hermanson. Chest pass to the right wing for Hauser. Hauser off an Endumaya screen. Weaving in the middle with the dribble. Almost lost the handle. Drops to Endumaya. Two-hand jam. He was left all alone. Landale left his man Endumaya to shut off the drive of Hauser, who had his man on his hip. And Hauser feeds the big man for the jam. 15-8. First player not named KJ Fagan to score. Entry pass to Landale. Right box. Turns around. Right-hand hook up and in off glass. Second bucket for Jock. Gales back up by 9. 17-8. Hauser between the circles. Left off an Endumaya screen. Dribbles to the elbow. Takes a jumper. Pops out. Rebound to Landale. Nar feeding Neal up the near wing for the Gales. Neal crosses over on his man. Gives to Landale between the circles. Back to Neal. Being checked by Caruso. Off a screen. Neal pulls up. Free throw line jumper. Off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound to Endumaya. He'll lead Fagan up the near side. A 2-on-3 for the Broncos. Out to the far corner. Walters back to Fagan. Right angle 3. Nothing but net. Fagan's got 9. 17-11 St. Mary's. Krebs at the logo. Dribbles right. Hands off to Neal. Now back to Nar. Weave action for St. Mary's. Nar splits the defenders with the dribble. Lost it. Has to tip it out to Krebs as Caruso was on the ground to grab it. And he tipped it out to Krebs. Krebs drives and is fouled by Caruso on the floor. And that will take us to a timeout here at the Levy Center. 10:42 to go. St. Mary's 17. Santa Clara 11. You're listening to Gales basketball on the St. Mary's IMG Sports Network.